Thanks for staying with us on Headlines Now. Let's get you some sports action now. The first ever qualifying session of the Indian Grand Prix has come to an end with Sebastian Vettel taking pole position. It was an exciting day for motorsports in India, which saw the capital give it a warm welcome.
Formula One fans came out in large numbers to watch the first ever qualifying session of the Indian Grand Prix. MotoGP racer Marco Simoncelli, who died last week during the Malaysian MotoGP, rode bike number 58, and as a tribute to him, Ferrari's Felipe Massa and Fernando Alonso both had the number 58 on their helmets. Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean, was eagerly following Team McLaren, who seemed to be having problems on the new track.
Just got no grip, really struggling.
Indian driver Narayan Karthikeyan had a poor outing, finishing in 21st place. Seven-time F1 champ Michael Schumacher failed to make the top 10 cut, finishing 11th. With Vijay Mallya keeping a very close watch, Sahara Force India's Adrian Sutil zoomed into the top 10, finishing 8th. Reigning world champion Sebastian Vettel had said that the track could be quite tricky, but that didn't stop him from clinching his record 16th pole position of the year. Lewis Hamilton finished second but will start the race on Sunday in 5th place due to the 3-place grid penalty he was slapped during practice. As Felipe Massa might have been fastest in practice, but a suspension problem forced him to skid off the track, he starts the race in 6th position.
Quite an eventful race there. Now, we may not all be fans or know about the sport of Formula One racing, but you can't ignore it if you are in the capital this weekend. All roads leading towards the Budh racing circuit. But sources tell NDTV that Sports Minister Ajay Maken is quite miffed at not being invited for the Indian Grand Prix. There has been tension between the organisers, JP, and the government, since the organisers wanted a 100 crore tax exemption, which Mr. Maken did not approve. So the Sports Minister said on Twitter, when F1 is flagged off as the Sports Minister, I will be laying the foundation stone for 5 crore synthetic track at PT Usha's Academy in Koilandi near Calicut. Well, certainly not going down too well with Mr. Maken. Now, the very mention of sub-registrar office usually conjures up an image of dusty files and serpentine queues. And yes, many believe even the need for speed money to get your work done. But that could soon change. In an exclusive interview to our Executive Editor English News, Sanjay Pinto, the Inspector General of Registration, Tamil Nadu, reveals that you will soon be able to fix appointments at these offices.
Yes, we are shortly going to start with, we have already given tokens to the people. We are issuing tokens to the people so that they can wait and token numbers are getting displayed. That is number one. Number two, we are also going to shortly introduce online as booking their timings for the registration. So they can book their slots, then they can come at that particular point of time.
But you're giving people a useful tip. Those who don't believe in this auspicious and inauspicious time can actually come on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah. Tuesdays and Fridays if they come, really there won't be much of a rush.
Okay.
And you can watch that full interview on our show Corridors of Power tonight at 9:30, and tomorrow as well, that's Sunday at 9:30 again. And with that, that's all of the news on the Headlines Now tonight. I'm Evelyn Matthew. Thanks for being with us.